Hello, 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 hello. Oh no, what the heck happened? Hello, 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 hello. All right, when someone shows up, you gotta help me out here. Oh crap! Not sure why that is happening. It works. You can hear me. Am I loud and clear? Hello, hello. Is it pretty clear? Yeah. Oh my goodness. I was talking to myself for like almost 20 minutes, like a crazy person. Okay, crap. Well, oh, shit. Okay, let me go back here. All right. Well, now, okay, I gotta go back and explain what the heck I was doing real quick. Okay, thank you, you both. um, I pulled in old drawings, just from random PSDs. Some I like, some a lot I don't like. Um, some really old drawings, some stuff I don't think anyone has seen. I was just going to rework some of them to just get them prepared, at least for like a 3/4. They're going to be rough, but it's just to then pull them into file 20 so I can mess around with some ideas for turns. I actually had quite a couple messages about turns the other day. So I was messing with this guy. Oh, him. I just want this in old drawing. I don't like it, but it was just like, okay, let's just clear up some of those shapes just so we can get them prepared. Why he has a big bump on the back of his head, I have no idea. I don't know why I did that. Her head was flopped the other way. I flopped it and then just tried to clear up some things. So closed her mouth. I drew through here in the pelvis so you could at least see where things connect. So it's not just a mystery. What was it? Tapered her arm a little and leveled out her hair, even though her hair is now creating a tangent because it's lined up with her shoulders. Whoops. So let's leave it a little higher. Okay. Um this guy, I know I did a drawing of him. I don't know where it is. So I was just messing around with him real quick. So it was more just I'm just getting these ready real quick. Because I know turns are time consuming, but if we can at least focus on the overall statement for them, line of action, stuff like that. Let's see. So where would he be? Is somewhere around there, I think. Just draw through there. Sorry if you can hear that squeaking. That's my table. It's annoying. My goodness. Guess he has a tapered sleeve. Let's not line those up. Let's get that in. We'll get him holding his whatever, his cigar, or his pipe, sorry. Okay, I just want to rough that in. Let's get. I don't want to move too fast, but turns do take a little bit of time. So let's see. Do. There's that side plane. All right, we got this curly hair. Okay. This should probably be over here on this side. Okay, let's get that foot in, shape, and details. Get rid of that. Okay, this hand's okay, I think. Yeah, it looks, that's pretty close. Let's block out a shape there. Maybe separate that one finger. Oh my goodness, that thing is so annoying. Sorry, it's like all I hear is squeak, 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 squeak. That's like literally all I'm hearing. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to turn this up. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't flag me for music. Crybabies. How the hell did I hide that? Oh, let me see if I can switch up some music. Oh, you can't see what I'm looking at. Okay. I need something. Let's. What do I always draw with this? It's like some type of electric music. Some melodic beats or something. I don't know what the hell it is. Okay. He looks like he might. He looks weird actually. His stance, his legs don't look like they need to. Because he looks like he's leaning back and his legs look like they're too forward. Why is that? So I'm going to pull that back in perspective just a little. I think that helped. I don't know what it is. It's just a feeling. Not going to lie. I haven't done this in a while, so I was a little nervous. Pretty damn nervous. It's been a minute. I haven't drawn for myself in a minute. It was just work, a lot of work for a sec. But as everyone knows, the industry is in a weird place right now. Okay. This guy, I just pulled him. He looked stupid, and it was, I don't know, his shape was just ridiculous. I think I can use that one. I think I need to stand this guy up a little. It's gonna be a pain. All right, let me make a copy. We're gonna Frankenstein him real quick. I don't think I need to redraw that head. So we'll pull that up. We get rid of that. We don't need a shoulder. His legs are pretty short. This shape's kind of neat. Okay, let me see. Let's see if I could fill in the gaps now. Okay, and his body's here. What the hell are his legs doing? Got it. So you have one in front of the other, and this one back here. Okay. We have this. This is supposed to be my 3/4. This straight's okay. This arm looks like it's going back in space. Let me see if I can make it more sideways. I'm seeing that. You know, the more you show the inside of that tube, it looks like it's going back in space somewhere. So I'm going to try to lose that to see if I can help bring it more upwards. All right. Let's see. Let's bring this in here. I'm gonna look back at this tomorrow and be like, what was I drawing? Like this arm, this part of the arm looks way too long compared to this part. I can already feel it. Okay, let's bring that up because it should be pretty even. Who's here? What's up, Alex? If you have time, can you talk about how to do torso twists for swinging things like baseball bats or weapons? Yeah, yeah. I'll show you real quick right after this. He's holding something. Let's see. What the hell is his hand doing here? I'm really just focused on those two fingers up there. All right, time to start loosening up. Sorry, I feel as stiff as a rock right now with how I'm drawing. You're all going to watch me suffer while I try to figure these drawings out. I'm telling you, drawing for myself, I have not been doing. It's just been studying and okay. I think we can use that. So let's steal this head now because I don't need to redraw that. Boop, boop. Can lose this body, attach these. Okay, so that's what it was. Just getting him ready for a turn. Okay, that's okay. That's already ready. That's red. Wait. Yeah. Okay. She needs to be redesigned. She looks like crap. Okay. This torso thing. Okay. So, oh, okay. Sorry. Lost train of thought. It's just trying to make these simple curves, but you need the front of the chest. Here, let me draw in a shape. As long as you draw this center line, you'll get an idea where the belly button is. Here. And then just remember where the chest is. So it goes back to that. What the hell is it called? The soft cube theory. We're going back to that. I mean, because that's what it is. So this cube is just going to twist on itself. So we have the belly button that's going to be there. So the front part is going to be, it's doing this. Then we have this facing this way. So there's this twist. That neck was really small. So now, I mean, you can do it with anything. Let me get rid of this line. So, baseball bat. Shoot, I almost want to pull in an image. I'm trying to remember playing baseball. All right, let me see this camera here. So, all right. Let me just draw a shape first. Because that center line, just this line, let me use red real quick so you can see it. So if I draw from the pivot of the neck right there and I just draw a line, I now know I should. This is where you're just connecting the little dots because I know sometimes people, I did it a lot for a very long time. I just want to go right into the drawing, just rework over it. I mean, I can easily, it only takes a couple seconds to lighten up a drawing, or even if you're working on paper, put another sheet over. But I can open up another layer, and then start to go in and refine whatever it is I want to. Um, get rid of that. No one will ever notice, anyways. So draw through and add those center lines so that way you can keep track of this stuff. So I know the belly button is going to sit on this line, and just that alone, because I have the pit of the neck right here. Let me go back to this. Here's that front chest area. Now we're going back to this. Let's see. I'm not doing it all the way because right now, if you look at me in the camera, you can see my back. I'm trying to keep it up forward mostly. So if I use blue, maybe. Here, let me add whatever he's doing, holding a stick. So I got the body twisted. Then everything will start to connect into this middle, or this the pelvis section, and that's when you can do all kinds of things. Leg up, jumping, whatever. I mean, but you're already creating this twist up in the upper torso. So let's see, like even if he was jumping, there's one leg, there's another. We can pull that blue. Let's use like purple or something. Pull those shoulders up. So up here, maybe he has it behind his head like this. And that other arm is back here. So it's like it's happening somewhere back there. So now maybe the stick is like this. I mean, once you have that twist, you can now start playing with the arms and legs, placing them in different spots. So let me just keep building layers on top of layers. It's like this leg. We can even have it bend like this instead. Maybe this one is, straight. So that way we got, oh, you know what? There you go. Look here. Wait, no, hold on. It's been a long time. I haven't played baseball in freaking forever. So I'm just, as you can tell, I'm over exaggerating everything. If that was the plate or whatever. His baseball bat. Where's that blue mark? There it is. Like we can lose that. So, but that twist is now going to change. Whoops. Because, see, I screwed up here. I screwed up right here. And I can show you why. Because of where I placed the legs. The legs shouldn't connect right here. Hold on, I have a shit ton of layers now going on. Okay. So I have the twist come. Damn it. Layer. Okay, here we go. Wrong color. Okay. So belly button twist is going that way. We have the pelvis here. So this should continue. That's where the center of the pelvis will be. So this leg that I drew here in the red shouldn't connect right here. That won't make any sense. It should connect over here on this side. This leg then could connect over here on this side. But it's going to be very awkward. So how else could you do that so it feels natural? I mean, that's like the key. You can go over the top with anything, but that's the one word you should always ask yourself when you finish a drawing, or a pose. Just, does it feel natural? Because it could be over exaggerated. but if it feels natural, you're okay. Um, oh, what's up, Willie? And by the way, Giovanna and Caleb, thank you so much for helping me with the mic issue. I would love to see your Emma Frost from Marvel Rivals in your style. Exactly, you can make her look serious. Oh, Willie, that's right. I need to do that. I gotta set up one to do that. This session, I'm gonna take his. Taking some drawings. I'm gonna pull them over. I'm gonna start messing around with just some turns with them. But I haven't forgotten that. I know you wrote that in a comment before, so I definitely do um, need to do that. So this leg over here will now connect onto that side, and this leg could go on this side, you know, and now you have that center line right here coming through. So now everything is now together. So just drawing this stupid line here will help give you all the clues you need for how to connect it. And then just remembering that, we're back to this thing, this soft cube, and just start to play with twisting this cube. If you got the everything turning. So arm fits in that somewhere. Okay, let me jump back to not that her. How long have I been on? 21 minutes? Okay, I think we can fix her up. Well, here, let me keep moving. Okay. We'll come back to her if I have time. I have a line drawing. It's kind of rough. I can see the color pretty clear. Oh yeah, no, you're very welcome, Alex. Sorry, I hope that explains it. It's ratherly simple. Glenn Keane talks about it a lot. You know what? Check out, there's a CTN video of Glenn Keane drawing, and he does a little doodle of Tarzan and like some random girl, and because it's something that, oh my goodness, Freddie Moore would do. And if you just study Freddie Moore used to put twists in all his designs. His animation was filled with it because it adds like tension. You can feel the tension when you start to twist your body. So Glenn Keane breaks it down. He does some quick little doodles as well, and you might be able to pull something from those. It should be on YouTube. So okay, she's good. We'll take her. Let me see. Let me see this body real quick. We might be able to pull this in. Okay, I just need to simplify this. All right, what is going on here? Is that your body shape? Yeah. Okay, got that pelvis. Okay. Whoops. If you see what I did, I started checking out the details. I forgot. I felt like I was studying for a second, just trying to pull it apart and look at little things. That is not the purpose of this, nor what I was doing. Okay. Cool. Now I can see what's going on. So arms here, arms over here. The neck goes in here. Okay. So let me get rid of this neck crap that's happening in there and this shoulder. Cool. We will lighten these up so you can see through it. And this waistline looks pretty good, actually. It was this part here that was bothering me. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty close. I need to... Sorry. I'm looking right here in this section because I can see the drawing I just did. I just straightened that out. I don't like this. I prefer this because it's now broken. So it creates some interest because you can see it's just not it looks like there's volume now, but it's more pleasing. I mean, we could turn flat graphic shapes like this, but this is just a detail. So let me see. Let me just lighten this. Cool. Okay. We'll take that. This guy, his face needs work. He's kind of, I don't know what it is. All right, let's get in there. Now, most of the time, I don't zoom in. I'm zooming in. One, his face is too freaking small on the screen. And two, that's the first thing we look at. So spend a little bit of time there. Um, oh, also, Willie. Also, another thing, your use of exaggeration is perfect for more graphic. Sure. Sounds good. Something like Danny Fanderson. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I like big graphic shapes. They read clearly. You want quick reactions right away. Um, but also learning how to draw volumetrically is like number one always. Like I get what this is doing. I mean, even though this is like it's very graphic. Like this shape, the neck. But still have to be able to rotate it. Now, what is it with him? Does he just need bigger eyes? I'm going to simplify that. All right, everyone can see this. Okay, let's see. I don't know if making it solid black is a smart decision, but we've already gone too far. So, plus, this is just for the turn. So, keeping this a mess is, screw it. It's all right. Okay, let me lift up that hat a little so we got some room. Okay, something like that. Okay, what to do. I think he needs thicker eyebrows. Match with that beard. Okay, I think he looks a little more appealing. Maybe a little too normal now. Who knows? Okay. This is bothering me already. So maybe his hand could come sideways. Trying to figure out where that should go because I don't want these arms here. This arm looks like it's going right over there into that arm, which is not a bad thing. Oh shit. Okay, sorry. Okay. Also, no. Honestly, thank you, Willie. Sorry to interrupt, but real quick, did you say Glen Keane? Oh yeah. Here, I'll write it down. Glen Keane, CTN. Probably this might work. CTN drawing Tarzan? Ariel? Okay. Hey, what's up, Liz? All right, Giovanna. So when you're creating all these unique shaped characters, are you thinking of people you may have seen in person, or you have like a mood board somewhere with a bunch of unique? Uh, just making it up. I tend not to use a lot of reference. If something is very confusing and I need to dig deep, then I will. Um, like if we're using some, if it's like dated to a specific time period that might be, touching on, I don't know, Egyptian culture, then yeah, I might create something, and pull everything together. But I try to even limit myself from collecting too much, because then I feel like I go all over the place. So I try to restrict myself and then confine myself to that, and then try to just figure out how to pull it apart. And then I play with variation a lot. So I want a very clear goal. And once I think I find something I like, I will just stick with that and then try to create something from it. Um, like for instance, like this guy, which his head's looking a little big. Um, sorry, that looks a lot better. Like for this, it's just taste. Something was throwing me off with him. I don't know what it was, but I was like, I feel like I can make him more appealing. I don't know if he is. I wanted to just simplify the nose just because it's a little easier to understand when you're turning it. Um, because I mean, we could do that nose. You might just have something like this. So, um, the oh, well, he's like this, right? He has a big chin. So, yeah, it's more instinctual. If I feel like I don't need to use, well, especially this. When I was making him, I don't know what I was looking at. I don't know if I saw someone in public or if it was a movie. I have picked up a lot of things from Craig Kelman, and Craig is um we've chatted about this a lot, but if he has to use reference, if he doesn't know the subject, he will create a board to look at. So, and I was like, oh, that's almost what I do. And I will draw. This is kind of weird. I'll make a mood board and I'll draw from that board to try to memorize things and get it in my head. And then a lot of the times I'll turn it off and I won't look at it anymore. I won't even have it on the other screen. I try to get so lost in my drawings, and I hope that I don't go off course and I start doing something that had nothing to do with the reference. But I try to stay in this imaginary place where I can just get lost and start messing around and try to find something I enjoy. Um, which might not always be the right decision, but it's just been a place that I have been at now, because before I would try to do things that everyone else would like for a job, and well, especially feature. And I look back and there's some ugly drawings and things I just wasn't feeling, and some just felt boring. Um, but this, I already have this all set up, so I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna try to make them look a little better. Sorry, I might have went off on a shit ton of tangents. Um, I sent this to D at his 4 a.m. where she goes, "Oh my goodness, yeah, that's crazy." Uh, yeah. Oh, Kelman is a freaking amazing. Oh, you're welcome. It'd be cool if you drew your character in the exact same clean vector style. Oh man, the ones I did, who was I drawing? I don't remember who I was drawing before. Um, all right, okay, let me jump back here. Okay, real quick. So let's pull in this arm. I like this here. Let me draw through real quick. That looks a little better. His arm feels longer too. because his belly button, if I were to draw through somewhere like there, maybe. So track his elbow, got that arc, should be somewhere there. So we should be good. Okay, let me delete that and this old head in this arm. Should be good to take him to the next step. Oops, I should probably leave that. There, so you can see the draw through. So you understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, cool. Okay, this weirdo. I don't know. I just thought he looked kind of funny. That's literally it, and him too. I found them both in an old PSD, so I was like, oh, okay. Her was about like these angles, and then I had this just way more grounded. That was helpful. Sometimes when I see like crazy, goofy looking characters, my brain is like, how the heck do they think of that? But it seems like what you're saying, it's breaking. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's just all right. Let me see if I can show you with something. We need to start with what's like the generic head everybody draws. I know the female one, but let's try the guy version. Because that's the one thing. With guys, you can make them ugly. Okay. We'll drop some circles in. Portions. Okay. Oh, you know what? This nose is already too big. So let's... would it be something like that? We'll get it underneath. All right. Just for simple shape sake, we're not doing anything too crazy. It's just now like this is where things could just get fun, and it's just proportions. That's all. You're just taking things the same shapes and you're just making them bigger or smaller, and you're trying to find something. And you might go through 100 shitty drawings, but that's okay. You don't need to show anybody those. And don't be afraid to just like scribble all over your page, you know. So we can, I don't know, start here and pull these in, make the nose. We're just going to try to find a shape. I know we could add that nostril in. Sorry. Outside first. Don't do that. Like the forehead, we can make it bigger out that way. We can make this cheekbone a little stronger pronounced. Maybe we lift up that chin and make it thinner. You know, already we're starting to go somewhere else. You know, could make this nose smaller. I could pull down the mouth here. I can pull it up if I want. See, it's already looking way different. Bigger eyebrows. I can pull the neck down. I can give him straight shoulders. You know, bigger ear, whatever. Still no details or anything. It's just shape right now. So I'll do this once I find a place I like. So I'll do a bunch of shitty drawings until something is like, ooh, that's what I wanted to say, pending on script or whatever is asked of from me. So if I'm asked for like, we need this really broad, you know, really good looking chap, I don't know, then you know it's Where the hell is that? That good looking dude that was drawn earlier. Like this guy. So I can take. Sorry, I know we're going way off. We'll take him. Say I did a bunch of shitty drawings and I finally did one. I was like, you know what? That's kind of cool. I tied him down. I'm like, okay, that's my base. That's where I'm going to start from. I like that. So I might come over here. What I would actually do is it'd be something like this. You know, what I would do for most of the videos actually, just try to get a feel for him because I've already done a bunch of shitty drawings. I got to this point and it's like, all right, I know he has a beard, this goatee thing going on. He has a certain hat. And then I will then, without looking back, just try to get that same feeling of whatever that was. You know, he had like this big chin. You know, he had these like tired eyes. Maybe the nose is smaller. You know, I remember it was like this square shape. You know, I know he had this goatee. You know, maybe I make it bigger. So it's just proportions. Maybe I make those. Maybe his hair comes out instead. Maybe his hat's a little lifted. I think you could see his cheek before. I don't remember. But I'm not going to go back. This is now just where I'm going with it. You know, it's whatever the heck he was wearing. I don't even remember what he was wearing. You know, it's still rough. I'm just now playing. Like, I see all kinds of issues like this, tangenting on that. But it's just now I have a place where I have gotten that I like. So now I'm going to make a bunch of more shitty drawings to see if I can find something that feels interesting. And these might be the drawings I end up turning in. Oh, yeah, look. See, I don't know how I got there, but it took me, well, not right now because I already had the first drawing to go off of, which was wherever it went. Oh, shit, I deleted it. So, his head, now I can just start going in this direction. And if I do enough variation, then I should come up with enough options where they will all look different. But now I can turn those in and they should create enough versatility where no one's like, you know, that's the same dude because they don't look like the same guy, but it's still the same idea that I'm trying to get through now. Okay, sorry. Let's see. Sorry, the girl reminded me of Honey Lemon from Big Hero. Oh, Honey Lemon. Her? Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. What did Honey Lemon look like? Shit, I don't even remember. So, okay. Where were we? How long have we been on? 44 minutes. Okay, time goes quick, so let's pull. We could pull him in. This guy. Who else were we doing? Him. Oh, that dude. Here. Let's pull in. We'll drag him to 20. Can you see me doing that? Nope. We'll drag him in. We'll drag her over. Nah. Yeah, he looks weird enough. I could pull these. These are a lot simpler. Nope, nope, nope. Nah. We'll pull him in. We've been using him quite a bit. Yeah, this guy, his shapes are just ridiculous. Let's use him too. He's stupid too. Let's use him. I don't know how much I can get through. I like her. I just like her whole attitude. Let's use him because he's very grounded. The style is very different. You know, when you look at a lot of these. Like even this guy. This guy's huge compared to him. Like if you're looking at head size, this dude's a freaking giant. He's just a big ass dude. Try to match up eye size, head size. He's just a big dude. Okay, let's play with him real quick. So turns, you can go at them different ways. I will tend to do a couple different things. So I know a lot of people will like to do them like, you know, they'll work directly right over it. You can. Sometimes I will. I'll do this. Just to try to get a good idea of what's happening. I mean, pretty much. This took me a minute to finally get in my head because a lot of times when I would draw, and I don't know if anyone else feels this way, it's like, fuck, am I cheating? You know, am I doing something I shouldn't be doing? Like, oh man, like I dropped in a freaking center line. Oh, I don't know if I should do that. Or even like with a head, you know, it's like, oh no, I drew in the eye line. I don't want no one to see that. You finally get to a point where it's like, who gives a shit? And it's like, no one's going to see it anyways. Unless you want to show them, then show them. But use whatever you need to do and do whatever you need to do to just get your point across. So right now it's just a turn. I mean, no one's going to see me doing all this. Craig did tell me once, he told me, excuse me. I don't know if anyone heard that. Excuse me. Is he said to work from, you know, side to side. And I've done that. I know most people will use the rulers. I try to avoid it. I don't know what it is. I think I get too stuck in my own head, like trying to make sure everything's exactly lined up. So sometimes I won't even hold shift and draw these lines. Sometimes I'm just, all right, whatever, it's there. But like, I want to figure out this line of action. Wait, I have, okay, oops, that is on a different line. So I know his neck is going that way. His stomach looks like it's going to be pretty big. So he looks like he's leaning forward. So, and that's the thing with profiles, you get to change a lot. So this stomach, I don't know why I feel like it just needs to be out. Hey Liz, are you still here? I just gotta ask. So we got this. Oh, that should actually be a little lower. Whatever. Okay. So I want to make sure I still get this. Wait, let me pull in red so you can see what I'm talking about. This line of action and that line of action. So I want to still try to get that same thing. But now I need to balance his feet. So where's this ground plane? Somewhere a little. So this leg maybe should be lower. The ground plane will be like here. I'm telling you, my turn sometimes will look like a freaking mess. But you know what? That's the whole thing, though. I don't want to hide any of this from anybody because I think it's very beneficial to know that it's okay to screw up. You know, you're trying things out. Like a lot of people will go right at it, and their turn will just be straight up and down, and it's like, where's your character though? Like we're character designers, not just designers. And I did that a lot. Lauren Faust used to get after me a lot about that, and it wasn't until later when it finally like dawned on me like what I was doing. It's like, oh shit. Um, okay, so let me little head. I think this chin's gonna be way longer. All right, that is way too. Let's see. I like how it just goes right up into the head like that. All right, need to block out these shapes. Nose, mouth. Where's that? The tooth. Tooth somewhere there. So this feels already too far out. Let's see if I bring it in a little. Something like that, maybe. Because I like this rhythm that's happening, going back that way. All right. Let me try to get this. Okay, here's a interesting one. So, sorry, I haven't done this in a minute, so I hope you're all bearing with me. It's been a it's been a while since I've drawn live. Okay, I love how you make the men semi ugly or handsome, make the woman beautiful. Somewhere in between. Have you ever thought of drawing a woman based off of real life curvy? Oh yeah, I do. The last project I was on, I had to do some digging, and yeah, I was trying to make a curvy woman. Thought it'd be really cool to get that in something. I have like a love hate relationship with turnarounds because I definitely felt like I lost a lot of personality characters once I did the turn. I was like, they're dead fish standing. Yeah, that T pose can kill everything. Oh my goodness, it's a pain. So it's just avoiding the. I mean, T poses suck. If it's asked from you, then you got to do it for modelers or whatever. But it's just trying to avoid the straight up and down. So by using tilts and S curves, you can get rid of all of that. So let me see. Like, hold on. Well, she has tilts. Like, got even this, going in different directions. And we even got, this tilt and this tilt. Now it's a pain in the ass to start to turn this because of these tilts. But when you come up to like a profile, why did I put that on two separate layers? Or even a front view. Let's see if we can do a front view. Just something rough real quick. Oops. Why am I using that? All right, where's her head? Right there. Okay. Trying to figure this shape out. This looks like it's a little harder right there. So maybe I want to try to get that angle in there. Why the hell is the bottom of her eye? It's already feeling too chunky. I feel like it needs to be narrower. Like that. She looks like she has a big ass cranium. And draw that center line. Yes, I also will try to avoid copy pasting one side to the next. It took, I used to do that a lot. Now, I'm not recommending this. When I'm doing a turn, I'll try to make things still a little asymmetrical. I think it's just more appealing. I mean, but when it comes to a technical standpoint, you can just draw the one half and copy paste, but it's just not something I would do. Yeah, I make things hard on myself. Okay, let's see. Her eyebrows. Oh, shit. I drew those too high. So somewhere right there. Maybe that shape breaks that. So that way we can get the other hair like this. Where the her ear is. Maybe the ear is more inwards. Maybe it's behind her ear. Maybe it's out to the side. Her ear is more pulled back. I have no idea. Okay, so this is coming forward. So we will definitely get that. Let's try to get this slight tilt here, though. Where is she? Is she going right? So I'm going to still try to follow. See, here's the trick. I'm going to try to follow this line of action. I know it's going to change when you go to a front view, but just for the sake of it, to try to keep some life in it, we're going to almost like, it's kind of like a weird cheat, but visually no one will question it. Okay. And we got this leg that's coming down as like a straight. Trying to get this same thing. So now we have so instead of this leg here overlapping this leg, now they're both going in at some even place. So there's that center line for the pelvis. So let me get this straight in as a straight here. I'm almost trying to match graphic shapes. It's weird. So chest is here somewhere. Oh, is there a slight tilt? What way is the tilt going? Tilt looks like it's going the other way, but hold on. I think I drew on it. That's why. Shit. That's okay. We can straighten that out. Screw it. Oh my goodness, what layer am I on? Okay, straight. Jeez, there you go. Okay, down here. Just gonna wing that now. See, I'm just trying to match this with this now, and this with this arm over here. You can't really tell because I'm just taking shapes and then just slightly shifting them over. It's a weird thing. It's a weird visual cheat. I figured it out not too long back. I was digging through some old turns I was practicing. Weird, huh? Practicing freaking turns. I took some drawings that I was fond of and I was like, what the hell are those? How do you turn those? And I spent all day just doing turns of these other drawings. I took all the 3/4 and just started doing turns of them. And I found this like weird visual cheat. It's weird. So like this foot, I could turn this so it looks like that. This one. So this one's more profile. So maybe it's coming straight for this one. Or not straight, but like a 3/4. So we have this angle. Maybe I'm going to try to turn it. So this foot will like looks like it's going back in space like this, you know? Um, that was my biggest issue too. In the end, I learned that the trick was just trace over the first image, facing a different direction. Use a copy and paste tool. Interesting. You know, the only one where I've seen there's like a trick for drawing right over it is your 3/4 and your back 3/4. Um, let me see. What the fuck? Okay. Sorry, I curse a lot. Um, okay, if I can remember this correctly, let's see. Deflop it? Fuck. I'm telling you, it's been a minute. If that was her, that's not making sense. Oh, I think, okay, I would put the line over here. Okay, I would copy. Okay. I think I got it. So now instead of this leg overlapping, it's going to be this one. So this line right here, I'm just going to move in. So you're almost copying the outside lines, the silhouette, and you might just have to shift some things over. Now, if it feels off, then you might need to take that outside part because that's going to be the one that's going away in the distance. Maybe pull it in a little, maybe. So I should be able to almost copy this almost. So let's see. So we got this arm. That looks like it might feel okay, actually. We will put that arm back here on her, right above her butt, I guess, because here's her butt, and here's her spine going all the way up. Okay, so we got this leg. Okay, interesting. So this one, if it's rotating, this leg would now need to be lower, I think. Oh shit, this is gonna just a lot of thinking now. Wait, no, that's her right leg. Whoops, wrong leg. Okay, the body will be right, but not this freaking leg. Um, whoopsies. Hiccups. My goodness. I mean, could just do this right now. Well, I don't feel like figuring out a black 3/4 head. Oh my goodness. Oh, she has freaking hair. Okay, so we'll give her some eyelashes, something. This is my back 3/4 head cheat. So that right leg, this left leg, I need to switch the legs, huh? So this one will come out like this. Is that right? If I were to copy that, though, is that the underside part of the shoe? Sorry, you're all learning something with me. I haven't done this in a minute. And then here, maybe like this. So it looks like it's going back and so it's like that. There's the ground plane. Maybe. Let's take a look and see what this thing looks like. Okay, so let me turn that off. Let me take this 3/4. We will copy paste. We will do this. We will drag this one over. I dragged the wrong one over. Oh well. Let's just take a look. So look. I mean, we're pretty close. We're pretty close. Oh shit, her heel's missing, huh? Bam. Okay. Whatever the bottom of that shoe is. But you see, there's this weird thing you can do that with 3/4. You can find the back 3/4. It's a really weird thing, but I still got all the angles in there. There's still the same volumes, and then you can do the easy one is like front view and back view, just copy right over it. It's just some minor tweaks. Now, the minor tweaks, just remember, whoops, this far leg over here, stupid thing, far leg or far arm, you might have to make a couple tweaks, or the hair, but just keep an eye on that far end part. Oh shit, I'm deleting the wrong stuff. Okay, let me get off of there before I screw it up. Where were we? We were drawing this fat dude over here. Forgot about him already. Okay. Let's see. Hand. Somewhere in there. Oh, here's an interesting thing. Now with profiles, it's like, do you bring the arm up? It's a very different feeling. Because now it looks like he's like, wait. Like, almost like this, or back. So like it all depends on where you stick that thing. Oops. Sorry. I draw pretty rough now. I can make nice, pretty, clean drawings, but who likes that? What's confusing is seeing that other arm in the background. So let me see. See an arm. So it's a very different feeling. Let me draw that body there. So like that arm to this arm. I mean, where are you putting that thing? Whoa, what happened there? Let's see. Probably won't see a lot of those fingers over there since it's a profile arm. Okay. So is it like leaning forward? Maybe you see that scapula, whatever. Okay, so we'll go somewhere. We'll go with this one. Let me lose those other arms. Get your arms. Okay. Where was I going with all this? Shapes. Oh, shit. Oh, you know what? Okay, I did this one from the side. Let me do a front view real quick. Well, I did it with the girl. I mean, could do it with this one. So, oh, that's a weird head shape, huh? Where the hell's that jawline right there? So I want that slight curve in there. He's a big ass neck. So I want the same volume and shape, but I also, you see, if I start copying that shape, this head is all the way over here. So let me just get an idea where his head is. I'm just going to make this up. See, that's why sometimes it's good just to draw over to the side, but then you might lose volume too. Like I said, just try different things. You never know. You might find something that works for you that you like. All right, so did I already draw front view? Am I tripping? No, I didn't. Did I? Oh, I was. Sorry, my mind, I swear. It's in other places. Okay, definitely want that. I want those lining up. I probably should have used this brush when I was doing a 21 draw videos. I did a course. Stay tuned, everybody. Just know it's with a stock brush. Like stock brush. This shit. So that way can make some ugly ass drawings. Because I'm just saying, sometimes it gives a particular look and feel, and people get into styles. Like, nah, I hope no one focuses on that. It's just like, learn the rules. Style will just happen. You'll find things you like, and you might be influenced by someone. All right, let's see. I have like all my own little tiny shorthands. Just like these shapes, whatever they might be. But I mean, it's still the same thing though. I mean, whatever you do, it's just I need to get ideas out quick, so I found things that kind of just worked for me, which is in my book. I showed a There's so much shit in there. If you notice, this is the same stuff that's in my book. Same exact ideas. Nothing is changing. It's just been doing it for a while now, and just you practice over and over and over, and eventually it's just starts to become second nature. I mean, look, there's that big shape, there's that waistline thing, there's like the legs fitting in. I mean, everything's in there. Just you start to see everything differently. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. What was this? I had an idea for a caricature you could do based off of real life. Plus, says the mannequin one. I see a link. It really, yeah. I mean, it's up to you. I'll try to jump over and do that on another video for sure. I'm just touching base on like, turns right now and stuff, but I have to get back to drawing some heads and just goofing around with that. But this I notice is something I'm not gonna lie. I see this all the time. Turns. It's so important, and yet people do sometimes the boringest ass turns. It's like you can still have fun with it. Okay, now we got some of his shapes. Okay, you know what? He's looking too big. So let me shrink all of them. So that way I can make sure he fits on the page. This is going to take forever, huh? All right, screw it. I'm not sure if it lines up, but we'll figure it out. Whoops. Okay. So if I'm looking from this, I'm sure you can see it if you really look at it. That front view looks too wide compared to the 3/4. Now, even I'm looking at it from a distance now instead of getting stuck in my screen. I'm seeing something else I don't like. Okay, whoops. So I'm going to change a couple things on the profile and this front view. So let me take this. Well, maybe I can just let me take the whole body here. Wait, did I crop the arm? Yep, I did. I'm just going to, damn it. I'm going to take this and just squeeze it in a little. Because this is still rough, right? Rough stages. Okay, that looks pretty damn close. Now, this chest is hanging over. So I just spotted this. Hanging over the stomach right here. Oh, if no one can catch where I'm drawing, right here and right here. So I am going to go back into this profile here because I want to get that in there. It's kind of something fun. Okay, got this big ass chest, and maybe this comes down to follow that. But I don't want him to feel like he has, moobs. You know what I mean? No one wants that shit. He has more of a hard back up here, so let's see. I still want that same feel though. So it's like a harder turn there. So maybe like that. Try not to parallel to. I'm not trying to have parallel shapes here. That feels a lot better. Okay, arm, whatever the hell that was doing. Okay, this is off. That's pretty close. Okay, let's see. Overlap. It's pretty damn close. Except this. That needs to go down. This leg needs to come down. I mean, overall, looks like the shapes might work. So I have, I guess, kind of like a rough base. Whoops. So now you start plopping on everything else. For the most part. Why I have that layer? No freaking idea. Oh, back the corner. Okay. Let's see. Nope. Maybe. We can mess around with him. Okay. Sorry. If anyone has any questions, please shoot them in the chat. That would be wonderful. Okay. Back to this dude. Let me bring him over here in the middle somewhere. Oh, 3/4 drawings. Probably the most important drawing. It's if you start from a profile, I mean, if you're just doing it for some conceptual art or whatever, but that's cool. But when you get to like where you need to turn it or do anything like that, it can get kind of a pain in the ass. 3/4 a place I would recommend. Front view's okay too, but it's still it lacks a lot of volume unless you. I mean, to draw like a nose, like you know what? I did it somewhere here. Where is it? Oh, it was on her. Like this shape on the nose, like this triangle. Like you honestly don't know how far that's coming out, like in the 3/4 here, and then it'll probably be even longer in the profile. So the front view is kind of hard to tell spatial relationships for sizes, unless you start from at least a 3/4. So 3/4, very important. Sometimes you could even just hand that off to a modeler, and if they're good, they can figure things out. Um, but yeah, all right. So let's see. Uh, I'm just looking. I've been looking at the overall, just um, what the hell? What word am I using? The overall like shape language and design for it instead of the details. If anybody's starting here and skipping forward or something. All right, this head. So let's get that in. Block out this shape here. Now, this nose, I don't want it to line up with the mouth. So I might have to make some tweaks here. Hold on. Sorry. I'm standing to the side from my freaking screen. As you can tell, like look at the nose. It's like smaller over here on the right, longer on the left. That was one thing I figured out too. If you are drawing, pay attention to where where you're looking at your screen, because sometimes I'll catch myself a little off to the left. And when I'm done, I'm like, why the hell is my front views look like they're like favoring the left side? It's because of where I'm standing. So just stupid things like this. But I mean, all these tiny little things could really just, it could make a difference. What time is it? Okay. I'm just taking some time trying to figure out where these things are going. Um, okay. Cool. Let me draw this line straight down. Okay, and then these legs are crossed in this 3/4. So this one looks like it's going this way. And it's facing outwards. So now it should be, looks like forward more, maybe. And then if this were to turn. Wait, no, I'm wrong. This should turn even more that way, like that. And this one should turn more forward, like that. Ha ha ha, like that. Or does this leg need to come out this way? Oh, good old turns. Oh, they take freaking forever. So, if you're here still, I gotta hand it to you, because I'd probably be pulling out my hair watching myself draw. Unless you're bald and you got no hair, then damn, then I'm sorry. Okay. So I want to make sure this hand is somewhere in there. We'll figure out perspective and overlap. Ba-doop, ba-doop. Okay. Let's see. Where the hell is that going? Okay. Let's see. That foot's looking ridiculous. He's gonna have some ballet feet in a second here. So this foot needs to turn. So let me see. Like that. This one needs to come to this point somewhere up here instead. Wait, but I think this leg was behind, right? It is. It's back in space. Oh, okay. So, tricky one. Looks like he's crossing his legs. Fucking legs, pain in the ass. Hi, whoever's still here. You're literally watching me struggle drawing feet right now, or legs. No one wants to show themselves struggling. Okay, so that would be like this. This leg would be back here somewhere, like that. Okay. Let me get rid of that, because it looks like it's going somewhere up under there. Oh, here's a problem though. If I draw this leg straight all the way through, it's going to line right up with that. We do not want that. So let me see if I can pull this line off to the side. Where the hell's that line going? Okay. That shirt's favoring this side. It's like this. Like that. I know males, females, they have different sides that their buttons are on. But I'm just going with what was drawn from before. This squeaking noise on my desk is still driving me crazy. Now, just for the sake of it, I'm going to draw these asymmetrical. Okay, we got make a beard here. I don't know if that beard's doing it justice. Sorry. While I'm drawing this beard, I'm like thinking of what I was going to do next. So I was drawing the beard so slow. Okay. So the hand, draw shape. Let me move this over to the side so I can see this thing. Whoops, wrong way. This way. Oh, heck. Move this one over. So, how's everybody doing? Good? Great. Okay. Let's see. We got the ball here, whatever the hell this is. So we got the thumb. The fuck? Oh, that's because that shape is connecting. I need to figure that out. Why would he have a pinky like that? Like, pinky. What is it? When in doubt, pinky out. Here's my stick figure pinky. And then why is that over like that? I'm going to draw the thumb after. These tubes need to go just like that. And then whatever is happening there. Something like that. Oh shoot. Okay, now I got some shapes figured out, but here's a problem I'm already seeing. In this 3/4, it looks like his chest is out, but in the front view, it's kind of feeling flat. So I need enough turns. I'm telling you, pain in the ass. What can I do with the line? Because everything's already it's there. I mean, it's just about there. Like, where can I bend things to try to give the illusion that, because drawing perspective in front view, at least for a turn, it's a pain to show those types of things. So I might need to curve this line here instead of drawing it straight up to the shoulder like that. So that way it could start to feel like it's coming out towards you. And now this part here on this 3/4 looks like it's back. So maybe just for the sake of it, just to help out, because yeah, this is a graphic shape, but maybe I'll curve those lines just a little. These are those tiny little changes I might do just to help try to get that across. I mean, you could do this but it looks freaking weird. So let's see what else. Someone, nope, seeing things. I thought someone wrote something. It's like, oh, I'm special. Okay. So it feels like it's coming out now. Oh, I mean, better than before. Someone wrote something. I can see it in my peripherals. I promise. I'm going to look right now. I promise. What the fuck is that? Like, way down there. Is that tapering in and then tapering out? Looks like it. Tapers this. You know, it's like going into a point. That's what I mean by that. I don't know what this leg will go through, but visually it looks a lot better. So, or go behind. Boop, boop. Okay. And then the neck. Oh, see? Okay, now look. Here's another one. So we got this rhythm here. It's going back that way, and his neck is going that way. So here, it looks like it's kind of coming towards us. It's because of this line right there. Oh, let me see. How much of a deadline does the standard industry require for you to finish a turnaround? And Instagram, IG, and a follow up to that. Oh, I don't know what IG is. Sorry, I'm not up to these terms. A follow up to that is typically how many poses of that turnaround? Good question. Okay, so let's see. I guess. Got it. Okay, good to know. I didn't know that. It depends. So if it's TV, um, your weekly load of assignments ranges just, let's say, standard. Like the most common you might have is maybe 8 assignments a week. And one of those might be a turn, and you might get maybe one concept design to help out with like doing an incidental, and then the rest mostly likely will be special poses. So the turn, and they, depending on the project, and it's always ranged for me, so I can't say it's 2 weeks for like each load of assignments. It might be like 1 week. So you might have 1 week to do all of that. If you're lucky, you might get 2, or maybe a week and a half, maybe 2. So it changes. It really does change. If you're helping out, let's say the lead characters, if you have asymmetrical hair, you will be doing an 8-point turn. If you have symmetrical hair, like this guy, like this, for instance, like what I just did right here with his hat, just because of something as stupid and as simple as that, you're going to need an 8-point turn. Unless they want to cheat it in the animation by just using this hat and just flopping it, because most people don't catch those things. So if you see him from one angle, it's going to be bigger, smaller on one side. And then when you flip it, they're just going to flip the hat, and you're going to, because no one catches those things. We do it all the time. But if you got like a wild hairstyle, you're probably going to need 8-point turn. If it's symmetrical, most of the design, like this guy, I have him doing something with his arms. This is just for the sake of this. Well, it's an old drawing, but it helps. So, if you have whatever his hands are doing here, we'll just pull his hands down. Whatever his arms are doing. Um, then this one, same thing. Somewhere back there. Uh, sorry, I already lost my train of thought. If it's a main 5 point turn, no matter what, asymmetrical hair, 8. If they're important in the animation project, TV, I'm speaking about TV, you might have to do an 8. Same thing, depends on what's asymmetrical. Um, you definitely need a 5 point though. They need at least that much information so that way they can animate it. If it's an incidental and they're not using it much, you need to just do a 3/4 front, 3/4 back. That's usually enough information, maybe a profile, depending on what is needed. I don't remember doing many like front views. I know it has happened, but just get good at your 3/4. Um, if it's feature, it depends on the modeler. So I haven't, still to this day, haven't seen anybody do a 5 point turn feature. It's always front, 3/4, and profile. It's rare I've seen back 3/4 and back view. Um, I think once I did a 3/4 front and 3/4 back view of a design, but it was like an animal. I can't, well, yeah, I could say it was like a snake. Um, so they just wanted to know. No, it was a snake. What the hell was it? It was like a spider. So, and I designed it kind of weird, so I can tell it was going to be confusing. Um, I think that's it. Features different. So I mean, just practice 5 point turns. The front views, the back view, just draw right over it. 3/4, practice those with just following that outline, adjusting the back, pull it in. You can get pretty fast at that. And the 3/4, just it's a pain in the ass just to learn how to draw at least solidly. It took me a long freaking time to finally get it. Draw volumetrically. Don't try to flatten it out. Think of just your broad shapes first. It always helps. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope that helped. Okay, so let me go back here. I don't remember what the hell I was talking about this guy. Oh, yeah, that's right. This front view. Okay, so for me just looking at it, it looks like I can pull this out. I think I can curve this a little more. I don't think it's getting that point across. That's why. Can I use those? These tiny little detailed pockets. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. Buttons, those aren't even lined up. Let's see. Where else? I noticed that those are curved actually, but whatever. Okay, overall though, let's see what this starts to feel like compared to this first one. Yeah. So you pay attention. It's just a subtle different feeling. Curving out the roundness on this collar. Shit, wrong layer. The With this collar, as well as these lines here, helped big time. So look, you can see it start. It feels like it's pulling out a little more, but not all the way. Freaking hell. Might need to curve this just a little. I don't want to do too much because I don't want it to feel like the 3/4, but also I'm trying to find a way so you can just feel it. See, I don't want to. I don't want to go too far because it's a front view. If you turn this into a modeler, though, I can tell you right now, there's going to be changes. There always is. Um, that's it, Ivan. What's up, man? let's see. Okay, away from him. You know what? Let me get rid of that line, this line. Do. Clean up some of that. Not clean it up, but whoops. I think I got most of it. Just want to connect these layers here. There. Okay. I think we got to a good place with that front view for him, even though this is, why the hell is that so long? I think I was drawing fast earlier. Shit, what time is it? 10? Oh no, I gotta get going. What time is it? For the I've been on here for an hour and 40 minutes already. Oh my goodness, how do you all hang? Get zoned out doing this. Okay. I have to go because I need to fix a shower. And it's late. I got to run to a store real quick to go pick up something. So I will continue this if anybody is interested in any of these. I mean, could always go back here and start redrawing this. Oh, I wanted to mess with him too. I mean, but it's all the same rules. That's the thing. Like these rules apply across the board. It doesn't matter what style you're drawing in. It's just the same exact thing. It's just breaking this all down just like to its base. Like we have, this tilt here, this other tilt there, and oh, I turned off my little thing over here. Get out of here. There's the waist. Here's the legs. Same thing. His arm's there somewhere. So, thumb, finger. He looks too chunky here. I think that was just his sweater. But I mean, underneath though, I mean, it's the same exact. I'm literally going here and thinking of the same thing every time. It's nothing new. I draw this shape. I draw the waist. This has helped me just get fly through designs because I can change that. I can make it thinner. I can still do the same thing. I can make this leg now thinner. Depending on the how far you push those shapes, though, is going to change also the exaggeration for your entire design. So it might not fit within whatever it is you're working on. So it's just trying to pay attention to that. Like if you were to, am I in the wrong file? Oh, remember him? So like him. So if I were to take even this and just simply do this, it now feels like very cartoony because his proportions now are, his eyes are so smashed together. Even if I got him real close, I'm sure it would still look like too much. If his neck's too thin, he feels a lot more cartoony. This is an ugly ass drawing. It's just getting across this point. So proportions matter a lot. You just have to play around, but just think broad shapes always. But still, all this, you're using the same thing everywhere. It's too late? No, it's not. Wait, what do you mean it's too late? I'm gonna go right now. Okay, I gotta get going. Thank you for hanging in there with me. And yeah, I gotta get run to a store. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and uh, yeah, we'll continue this another time. All right. Oh, tomorrow for reals? I can make it. I can make it. That's my wife. Everyone wants to say hi to my wife. Say hi. Um. All right. I can make it. No, no. It's okay. For reals. Wife, I can make it. So you are leaving our big wiener prince? What's up, Byron? Tell your tell your husband to get me a job. Dude, let me know. D- Oh, she ships them, Giovanna. That's I was saying goodnight, but I know I can still make it. Um, yeah. All right. Okay, everybody. Have a good night. It does? Dude, you're the best, man. I've had her shipped to Oregon and it survived, and that was during a heat wave. Oh, man. I was going to check another spot. Let me know you want to work on the Discord. Dude, yes. Discord. No one knows about this yet. Soon. Check, though, before you go. Yeah, there's a store nearby right next door, so I'm gonna head over there. Dude, Byron, it's okay. We're almost there. Um, no, we'll announce it to the world. Okay, everybody, have a good night. Hold on, you caught my interest. I'm down. That'd be fun, dude. The draw stream challenge. I'm up. That sounds fun. Yeah. Let's chat about this. Okay. All right, bye everybody.